Welcome to Life Matters on Spiritual Women TV with your host, Nancy Boafo. This channel is dedicated to the empowerment of women, both spiritually and physically. So kindly subscribe to our channel and also hit the notification button. Also follow us on all our social media platforms and on Facebook as Spiritual Women Network and on Instagram as spiritualwomen.network. I'm going for a quick breather, and when I come back, I'll be introducing to you my special guest and the topic for discussion for today. Welcome back. I'm excited today to introduce to you my beautiful guest with me here in the studio. She is a philanthropist, the CEO of Child Loyalty Foundation, and an entrepreneur. She is in the person of Miss Dede Jabate. Hello, Miss Dede.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm hoping to have a fruitful and meaningful discussion with you today, and most especially gracing our show with your beautiful smiles. We are most grateful.
You're welcome.
And without wasting much time, I want to introduce the topic for today. You know, as women, we always have a lot of things begging for our attention, being it marriage, family, children, our career, and all that. And if care is not taken, we are not able to get to the height or achieve the goal in which we were created for. And so, it brings me to the topic, being how to set our priorities right as women. First of all, what does it mean to set our priorities right as women?
Okay, so I would want to use this opportunity to thank your viewers and then everyone that has made this program a success. Okay, so when we talk about priorities, let's first define what priorities are. It's basically putting or setting the important things first in your life or in any aspect you find yourself in life, all right? And when it comes to women setting their priorities first, it's basically about what we should consider the most important among our list, all right, as women. Because when it comes to we women, there are a whole lot of things that come together to make us come up as a woman, you understand? So setting your priorities according to importance is basically what we mean by setting your priorities right.
Thank you. So if I understand you right, you mean we need to draw our priorities in order of importance.
Exactly.
Which means not everything is important to us as women. And not everything demands our attention.
If I may say, not everything is important at a particular time
or moment.
You understand? Everything, I'm sure everything that we list, they are of importance. But there are some which are of high pressing need or need more attention than others. That is how come the priority thing comes in place. Or setting them or something.
Which means at any point in time, as demands a specific action. Thank you very much. So having said that, then how do we set our priorities? You've told me that at any point in time demands a specific action that needs to be taken. But how do I do it as a woman?
Okay. All right. Thanks for the question. Okay. So what I would advise is, what you should do is list your priorities. All right. We should list them, and with the listing, after listing them, come back and then put them according to importance. Arrange them according to importance. You understand? And then after whatever you place at number one, you look for the possible ways of achieving it.
By focusing.
Yes. Achieving those in the first three, or let's say your first three. How do you achieve them? Okay, and that's where your capabilities, your talent, all those things come into place. Assuming as a young lady who is yet to be married to or something, your priorities in life is, let's say, according to your list, education, career, marriage, family, and good. So you are not supposed to jump from education. After your education, you've not ended it. You've not ended it all. You need to go to your career. Then from your career to marriage. But from after education, and then next step is, or you jump to marriage.
Or let's say you jump even to having kids.
Just look at that. It becomes a problem. There's nothing, you've gone to school, yes, we know. But what's the career? What work are you doing to support the family? What are you doing to support your husband? You understand me? So you just don't jump. You move according to your preference or according to your list you have made.
How I wish all women would take this into practice. I think if we do that, our lives will be of a better one.
Exactly.
So as a woman, if I know I have to start with education, I focus on my education, get it done, and then the next thing is to get a career.
Exactly.
Or probably a vocation or some venture into entrepreneurship like yourself.
Yeah.
And then after think of marriage.
Exactly.
But here lies the case if after education, childbirth comes first. It becomes a problem. How do you take care of the child? Because you have nothing doing with your hand. How are you going to support that child? So I think as a woman, like you said, we have a lot of things that are important. But at every specific time, demands what should be done.
Yeah.
And when you said writing it down, it even brought me to this quotation. I think Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, write this, it says write it down and make it plain on the table.
Exactly.
And the vision is for appointed time, though it shall come to pass. So what you want to do, write it down.
Write them down.
When you write them down, like you said, revisit them and arrange them in order of importance.
Exactly.
And by so doing, you realize that vision you've had for your life will come to play.
Yeah.
That is great. Now, I want to find out, does priority differ from woman to woman? Or they are the same? For the fact that we are all women, we all have the same priorities in life.
Oh, okay.
Let me add this. I'm asking this question also because from my personal experience, a friend of mine came boldly and told me she got married because I got married. And she went ahead and said that she had her second child because another friend of ours had given birth. So I was like, how could one just make decisions based on someone's life? Must it be so in the first place?
Well, I think it's a very wrong decision that particular friend of yours would ever take in her life. All right, you can't make decision based on someone's life or based on someone's action. No, it's not the best. And like you said, our priorities in life differs. What may be good or what this person may need us at that time may be different from what I may need. All right, my neighbor may need marriage as at her. I don't know. I may not know her age. You understand? But for me, mine is to get a career, get something for myself. You understand? So priorities really differ from each and every individual. You understand?
So the fact that we are friends or the fact that we are siblings doesn't mean we all have the same
thing or same priority or something. No.
This also brings me back to in this modern day of social media. You can imagine the pressure that puts most women through.
Yeah.
Some women have their dreams or aspirations to travel over the world. Yes. And then they may be going for vacations and all that. And because of this the opportunity to post our pictures and share a bit of experiences with the world, some women may feel pressurized to also travel at all costs. But here lies the case, probably you don't even have the money or the means to afford it.
It's serious.
Social media is really putting people through a lot.
A whole lot. And even aside the social media is this, our so-called telenovelas that is all over the country. It's really depressing a lot. In fact, it's really putting so much into the heads of women especially. You understand me? So aside social media, just like you're saying, people put so many fake things. Someone doesn't care to borrow a friend's car or take a mom or a dad's car just to flex out there. And if you don't have plans as a woman, you don't set your priorities right as a woman, that's where you fall victim to those things. All right, you want to also do same. Okay, this my colleague, this girl I completed SHS with, I completed uni with, is riding in a Benz, is doing this. I also want to do same. No, you don't know where the source of the money is coming from. You don't know wherever all those gifts are coming from, or you don't even know what they are going through. Just recently, I got to see this video circulating on on social media. A young girl having an affair with, oh God forgive me, a dog.
A dog.
God forgive her.
What for?
All in the name of money. All in the name of getting wealth. You understand me? And it's so bad. So such a person travels to those places, return to the country, show off so many flashy things, and you think she has made it. That is it. You don't know what the person might be doing
to go through
the same thing. Can you do it? Do you have the heart? Do you have the capacity to go through all that? No. So let's not get pressured with social media. Let's not get pressured with the things we see around us. I
once heard someone saying, we post what we want you to see.
Exactly.
Not the reality.
Never. It's never done. They only put those things that you envy them. All right? But what they do to get those things, they wouldn't put it out there. So women, let's really be cautious and then focus in life. Not everything we see must we follow or move along with.
Thank you so much. The discussion has really been insightful, and if you've just chanced on this channel, it is Spiritual Women TV, and the program is Life Matters. The topic for discussion is setting our priorities right as women. Let me come back to you again, Ms. Dede. What are some of the areas that we need to focus on and make our priorities as women? I know they differ, but as a woman or as women, there could be areas that every woman needs to concentrate on.
Okay. So I will talk about self-care. All right. After self-care comes probably our families, our marriages, our relationship, our careers, and all that. All right. Assuming you've built all those things, you need to be able to
make them your priority.
Exactly. So let's take self-care for instance. Women, as a woman, all right, you really need to work on your mental health, because there are a whole lot of challenges. Challenges aside, that comes from both family, sometimes workplace, friends, wherever you find yourself and stuff. You understand? So if we put all those things in our heads and we don't work on our mental health, it drains us. It destroys us. That's when so many things, you realize depression sets in and other things.
It even affects your beauty. Most women are aging faster.
All because of all these mental problems they are facing one way or the other. All right. So if, like I'm saying, if we really we take care of our mental health, our personal hygiene, very important. Looking at where I work, or the pharmacy where I work, a lot of ladies or women come over for so many drugs, to do this, to do that. And fine, they come with so many complaints though. You give them, and then the next thing they will come back with those same thing again. That shows that, fine, you give them and they go back to their old lifestyle. Probably a lady can be there in a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, one Andy. You don't you don't put on better clothes, you don't immune your system, take product that will immune your systems, and a whole lot. So they just live their lives anyhow.
So as a woman, what you're saying is we need to make our mental health a priority,
Yes.
and also our personal hygiene.
Hygiene is very
Most
important.
women, especially the younger people, are going in and day out with infections because we don't really take good care of ourselves.
Exactly.
Especially, I also want to talk about this during our menstrual period.
Yeah.
Personal hygiene. How even the younger ones, how are they able to cope with it? Do we teach them how to maintain themselves? And you know, during those times, at times most women may contract infections if personal hygiene is not practiced. And I also like the fact that you talked about mental health. Most women are dealing with a lot of issues. Marital issues, for instance. The children are pulling her, the husband is pulling her, the family is pulling her. So I want you to dive more into it. How do I take off my mental health?
Okay. Sometimes vacation is...
Oh, I like vacations.
Vacation is top notch. All right, so let's assume you can't even afford vacation. Rest. When you are tired, rest. When you are tired, sleep. Have that rest. Sometimes throw away some of the things. All right, let go some of the things. Do not follow use your heart to follow a whole lot of things. There are some things that are of no importance.
Don't budge all things in within.
Don't keep them within. Let's learn that. I think ladies, we are this type, that this kind of creature that want to
hold on to a whole lot.
Exactly. Sometimes throw some of them away. Relax your brain. Relax yourself. If you have the money, travel. Go. If assuming you can't even travel, pick an Uber or a taxi, drive around.
And go to the nice places.
Exactly.
Go and look at the towers and then just come back.
Just come back.
That is what we underestimate.
In our country,
especially
in Africa,
and in this, let's say in this e-levy era, it is difficult. Very. But let's try, because at the end of the day, when you break down, especially as a mother, it's chaotic.
Yeah.
So take time, like you said, rest if it's necessary. One of the things I do practice, when I have a whole lot around me and I can't get myself to bringing it down, all I do is to take a break.
That is it.
I just lock myself up and sleep. And surprisingly, after a little time of rest, I always see myself coming back with a lot of energy. And doing more. So, nobody is going to give you an award for being a superwoman. When you die, your kids will move on. Your husband will move on.
Exactly.
So when you are tired, take a break.
Exactly.
And then come back. If you can afford, hey, if you are married, you can at least tell your spouse, can we please take a little break? Can we go on a vacation or something? If the means is not there, you can just go to the beach.
Exactly.
Walking along the shore
alone is a good feeling.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now I want us to come to this point. What are some of the things that defeat our priorities? So like you said, you've told me to set my priorities. I have. I know at the age of, let's say 20, I should get at least my degree. Maybe at 25, I should know my career. At least by 30, by my own my priorities, I should be having my family and all that. But here lies the case. Most of the times we do plan, but we are not able to follow through. What causes that? What makes us defeat our priorities and that matter our purpose?
Okay. I think a whole lot of things come in place. Sometimes when we overestimate, sometimes when we underestimate too, also.
So overestimating and underestimating.
Wow. Sometimes too, when we are peer pressure, or probably when we are being pressured by the society.
Hold on. I want you to go deeper into the overestimating and underestimating.
Okay.
Explain more.
So when I talk about overestimating, some people assuming as a young girl, she decides or she draws her plans that at the age of 21, I should complete uni. 25, I'm married. 30, I'm already with my family making kids and other things. But like anything can happen. At that 21, you weren't able to, how do you put it, complete. At the age of 21, you set your priority that you should complete. But then 21, when you were in SHS, you were already 18. Okay, you completed SHS 18 years. And you stay in the house for, let's say, a year. So before you go to uni, you are,
let's say
22 or let's say 20 years already. And uni is 4 good years. All right. So you have 24. You've overestimated. At the age of 25, I should be working. Or at the age of 20, I should get married. 25, you are not married yet. All right. And you feel because you've set that priority or you set those plans, 25, you should get married
by all means.
No, it's fine. If it works out, fine. Plans, not all the plans we set normally fall in place. All right.
You set the plans, but it's God that watches for it.
Exactly. So assuming 25, this whatever you estimated or whatever you planned at your tender age, it didn't work. Continue, like move on. Don't get stuck. Don't, because I've said 25 at the age of 25, I must get married. I have to, even the person is right or not, you are settling with that person. No, we don't do that.
So Ms. Zade, I want us to look at another point, which is some of the things that defeat our priorities, and for that matter, our purpose. Like you said earlier on, you've already written down what you want to do. You know, at this point in time, that's what I want to do. But sometimes, for some unforeseen reasons, you are not able to follow through with our priority list. I want us to discuss what leads to that. What makes us defeat our purpose?
Okay, I think it entails a lot. All right, it really entails a lot. So something like social media pressure, peer pressure, unnecessary engagement, overspending or overestimating things as a woman can all lead to us not reaching our goals in life. All right. So let's say the unnecessary engagement includes someone who is found everywhere under every occasion. You know, basically, I need to I need to prepare for my exams. I need to take care of my family. I need to cook for the children. I need to do this. I need to do that. But then this person would be seen under a funeral gathering, wedding, parties, and other things. No, as a woman, you don't know. You need to put everything, put preferences in everything that you do.
I know of one community I schooled in. And in that community, even if a mother cannot afford food for the children, there is one thing she will never miss, and that is funeral. She will make sure she gets money for the cloth for the funeral and also participate. So like you said, such a person, if you are found in every funeral grounds, and it comes with money.
It comes with money.
That money could be laid aside to reach your goals. Exactly. You could say that there's a little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Exactly. So you could be saving that penny and those pesos for something much more beneficial. Exactly. So I like it when you say you don't have to engage in every occasion.
Yeah.
And I know some people too, when it comes to wedding, every wedding they will participate. They will have to go.
They are not invited.
When they are not invited and have to take care of their ribbons, their dresses. Why they need found?
Even more than the bride.
More than the bride. It doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't make sense.
So
I think, yeah. So it's one of the things that really defeats our priorities in life as women. We really need to take caution or take glue attention on stuff like that. All right. And I talked about social media and then peer pressure. That's pressure from friends. You know what you want. You know where you are heading to. Sometimes you even know where you are coming from.
Oh, you know where you are coming from.
Look at that. And you want to do your things like how everyone is doing it. I have a friend who has got so many siblings, uncles, aunties outside. Me, I'm here. I don't even know any uncle or auntie anywhere. So when I'm doing anything, I put caution. Like I ask myself, if today I'm not there, I'm not able to achieve this goal in life, who is taking care of my kids? Who is taking care of my parents when they become old? They're all looking up to me because I'm the firstborn. All right, I don't have any uncle anywhere to seek help or support in case things go wrong. Far. All right, I don't have any uncle anywhere. You understand? So whatever I do, I put precautions. I put down steps, like whatever step I make sure I'm doing the right thing that will lead to
your back.
Exactly. But people wouldn't do. Some friends wouldn't do that, and you follow them, and you think, yeah, because most often at tender age. When we are not cautious, all right, you tend to do things anyhow. Especially when we are in our early 20s, we tend to. But well, let's take it like we are still growing.
Youthful exuberance.
Exactly. Now you are 25. 25, my sis. People of your age have already started making family. People of your age are heading businesses. People of your age are doing great. They are doing great things
with their lives.
And you are still doing the things you used to do at the age of 20. How no?
How are you going to achieve your purpose?
Look at that. You need to grow. There are some things like just abandon them. Fine. We all need to explore when we are young or not, or something. But then when you are growing,
in time,
yes,
you have to bring your mind back to memory.
Yes.
Memory settings.
Yes. Sure. And then look at what you can achieve for yourself instead of still doing those young stuffs no more. So I think all those things boils down, defeat our priorities in life. All right.
So having said that, I want us to also look at how then, we've spoken about things we do that defeats our purposes. So now what are some of the things we can do to get closer to achieving our purposes and also to achieve them?
Okay. Know your capabilities. Know what you are good at, all right, and pursue them. Do things that makes you happy. Know your capabilities in life. What you are capable of, your talent.
Your strength.
Yes, and your strength. And work towards them more. I think that would really help us. And like we started from the beginning, set your priorities. Line them according to preference. Or list them according to preference. And take them one by one. Sometimes defeat will come. Things like delayance or other things like that can
delayance is not denial.
Yes. Move on. Keep pushing. You wouldn't be the first, neither would you be the last. So keep on pressing hard to get to whatever plan or dream or whatever goal you've actually set for yourself in life as a woman.
I must say today I've learned a lot from this discussion, and I'm so sure our viewers are also learning and taking a cue from it. I want us to come to this point. What are the importance of setting your priorities right as a woman?
As a woman.
What are the benefits?
First of all, it makes you responsible, intelligent. You don't follow things, or you are not led by the crowd. You understand me? Those are some of the importance or the benefits we derive from setting our priorities.
It helps us not to waste much time.
Because
at this point in time, you know what you want to
achieve.
Yes.
It's also help us not to waste money. It's because it's
I like the money bit.
Yes.
Anything about money, oh God, I'm it helps us not to waste money.
Yes, it really helps not to waste money.
How?
Yes, assuming you've set your priorities, you know what you are to do at each point in time. all right? You wouldn't be singing under someone's wedding. You wouldn't be singing in someone's party, even when you are not invited. Because before you even step out, you want to look good. You want to also be,
make a statement.
Yes.
And it comes with money.
It all comes with money. All right?
I just also came to this point. Setting your priorities right. It means you are not going to buy anything you don't need.
You don't need.
Because someone is having it.
Exactly.
iPhone 13 is here. And you as a student, you've not paid your school fees. You're going to buy iPhone 13. Like seriously. So in this case, you know what to use your money for.
Yeah, it really helps.
All too soon, we've come to the end of the discussion. And Ms. Ade, I want you to come up with your final words to our viewers.
Okay, so what I would say is that as a woman, keep staying focused. In fact, stay focused to your dreams. Never let anyone or anything deviate you from your goals in life. Also, be very prayerful in everything. Don't forget to add prayer to it. Be ambitious in everything that you do. Whatever you set your mind on doing, keep doing it. All right, do it or try. Put in so many. If I know a whole lot of circumstances might come in place, but don't let those things drag you down. Keep fighting, and then one day you will get to your dreams or your goals in life.
Too soon, we've come to the end of the show, Life Matters. And this is Nancy Scanner. Dear woman, there are lots of things that will fight you, your ambition, your dreams, and what you want to become. But one thing you cannot take for granted is the God factor. You may have set your priorities right, but if the God factor is missing, I don't know what you can achieve. Seek for God and align your purpose and your ambitions with God's will, and you will never, ever be defeated. And also remember, the fact that you have set your priorities right doesn't mean that there will not be things fighting against you. But anytime they do, always remember that he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Don't chicken out because of circumstances. Don't throw in the towel because everything is against you. Sometimes even the one you sleep with on your bed may be the very one to put you down. But hey, wake up. Rise to the task of the day and fight with all that you've got. And trust me, with the God factor, he will surely make a difference. Bye.